Hello everyone, good evening. So, today we will be starting with a fresh new topic which is area under curves, or I can define this topic even as application of integrals. Last topic जो हमने discuss किया था that was application of derivatives. Application of derivatives discuss करते time हमने देखा था कि we always knew this mathematical tool of differentiation. हम इस d by dx टूल को हमेशा से जानते थे. We knew how to use it. हमने इसे यूज करा भी था and we knew कि इसके थ्रू हम बाकी सारे फंक्शंस का किस तरीके से डिफरेंशिएशन निकाल सकते थे. So we were completely or also thoroughly acquainted with this tool of differentiation. But we never knew why was this tool invented. What were the real world applications or situations which can be solved using this tool of differentiation. This is something we never knew, but this is what we discussed under application of derivatives. हमने देखा कि कौन सी ऐसी situations है जिसे derivatives यूज करके आसानी से solve किया जा सकता है, या फिर इस tool को किन situations को analyze करने के लिए invent किया गया था. Now, in this topic, that is area under curve, or I'll more specifically say application of integrals, we'll understand why was this tool of integration invented. So, we know how to find integral of any function f of x. So, basically what we know is how we can use this mathematical tool of integration. But do we ever realize, or have we ever analyzed or realized that why was this tool of integration invented? कौन सी ऐसी applications या situations है जिनको इस इंटीग्रेशन का टूल यूज करके आसानी से सॉल्व किया जा सकता है. और in other words, I am asking what are the real world application of this tool of integration. Have you ever realized why was this tool required? When basically we all know necessity is the mother of inventions. तो जब तक किसी टूल की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती हम उसे इन्वेंट नहीं करते. डिफरेंशिएशन की जरूरत थी तो ही उसे बनाया, एडिशन की जरूरत थी तो ही उसे इन्वेंट किया, सब्ट्रैक्शन की जरूरत थी तभी उसे बनाया. So, integrations के भी कुछ ना कुछ applications तो पक्का रहे होंगे. That is why we have this tool with us. So, what are the applications of integrations? So, I'll say integration is a really vast topic and it has infinite number of applications. And I'll say it plays a very important role in the world of mathematics and physics especially, or science in that case. So, let us discuss some really important and vital applications of integrations. So, the first very important application of integration is to find area under curves. And this is what we are going to majorly discuss under this chapter. The next really important application of integration is to find average value of elements. So, using integration we can easily find average value of different types of elements. So, this is one among the major applications in the field of mathematics. Then integration can be used to find work done by variable force, or it can be even used to solve problems related to charges, or I'll say work done by charges, solve problems so these are basically all major applications in the world of physics. Integration can be used to find length of curves, for example, I have a curve of this form और मुझे इस कर्व की लेंथ पता करनी है. So, problems of this form can be easily analyzed with the help of integrations. Or other application of integrals could be to find center of mass of objects, or it's a center of mass, or in case even center of gravity of objects. Integration can be used to find moment of inertia of objects. Integration can be used to find volume of objects or rotating surfaces for instance, I have a random object and I want to find its volume. Then integration can be used to find volume of any type of curve. हमारे पास हमेशा वॉल्यूम्स के लिए स्टैंडर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट्स के फॉर्मूला है. वी नो हाउ टू फाइंड अ वॉल्यूम ऑफ क्यूब और अ स्फेयर और इन केस ऑफ अ रेक्टेंगल और इन केस ऑफ अ सिलेंडर, और हम मतलब हम स्टैंडर्ड टाइप के ऑब्जेक्ट्स के ही वॉल्यूम निकालना जानते हैं. बट इफ वी हैव अ वेरी रैंडम ऑब्जेक्ट समथिंग ऑफ दिस फॉर्म, सो ऐसे ऑब्जेक्ट्स का वॉल्यूम कैसे निकाल सकते हैं? दिस इज व्हाट वी कैन डू विद द हेल्प ऑफ इंटीग्रेशंस. और इन केस लेट अस से आई हैव a random surface and this random surface is rotating about this axis. तो मेरे पास कोई एक ऐसा surface है which is rotating. जब ये रोटेट करेगा तो ये कोई ऑब्जेक्ट जनरेट करेगा. मैं उस ऑब्जेक्ट का वॉल्यूम पता करना चाहती हूँ. All such problems can be analyzed with the help of integration. So what we can see here is integration has infinite number of applications. It can be used in lots and lots and lots of situations, and lots of situations can be analyzed easily with the help of integration. But in this chapter, what we are majorly dealing with is this application of integral, that is integration to find area under curves. But this doesn't mean कि हम इन बाकी सारी situations को ignore करेंगे या फिर हम इन्हें discuss नहीं करेंगे. See, most of the situations here, for example, center of mass, moment of inertia of an object, or I'll say average value of an object, work done, they all can be expressed in form of a function. हम इन सारी situations को, in fact volume or I'll say lots of applications can be expressed in the form of functions. Volume, और हम इस chapter में इस function के अंडर का area निकालना सीखेंगे. So in area under curve, what we will basically have is a function. इस function से जो curve बनेगा हम उसका area निकालना सीखेंगे. Let us understand with the help of this volume example. ये एक सरफेस है, मुझे इसका वॉल्यूम निकालना है. सो अगर मैं इस सरफेस को एक फंक्शन ऑफ x के टर्म में एक्सप्रेस कर दूं, तो इस फंक्शन का जो एरिया होगा वही इस सरफेस का वॉल्यूम होगा. इस फंक्शन के अंडर जो एरिया होगा वही इस सरफेस का वॉल्यूम होगा. सो दैट इज व्हाट वी विल स्टडी इन एरिया अंडर कर्व. और फॉर एग्जांपल सेंटर ऑफ मास, अगर मुझे सेंटर ऑफ मास किसी ऑब्जेक्ट का मास डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन पता करने के लिए फंक्शन मिल जाए, तो उस इंटीग्रल को अगर मैं टोटल से डिवाइड कर दूं तो मैं सेंटर ऑफ मास पता कर पाऊंगी. सो आई विल से मोस्ट ऑफ द सिचुएशंस कैन बी सॉल्व विद एरिया अंडर कर्व. सो आई विल से एरिया अंडर कर्व इज अ बिग generic application of integration. That is why we are discussing it, and most of the situations can be analyzed or solved with the help of this basic application of integration, that is area under curve. And that is what we are going to majorly discuss in this chapter, area under curves. Now अभी हमने डिस्कस किया कि मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस और मोस्ट ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स इन दिस केस दैट विल कम वुड बी ऑफ द फॉर्म कि हमें एक फंक्शन दिया गया होगा f of x और हमें इस f of x के अंडर का एरिया निकालना होगा. सो व्हाट विल बी गिवन इज बेसिकली अ फंक्शन f of x और हमें उस फंक्शन के अंडर का एरिया निकालना होगा. सो वी हैव बीन गिवन अ फंक्शन एंड वी वांट टू फाइंड द एरिया. Now इन दोनों चीजों के बीच में there would be one big step that would be to find the curve of this function. Once again, क्वेश्चन हमें इस तरीके से दिए होंगे कि क्वेश्चन में हमें दिया होगा एक फंक्शन है f of x, लेट अस से y square equals to 4ax, और हमें इस फंक्शन से जो ग्राफ बनता है उसका एरिया निकालना है. सो मेजर स्टेप वुड बी पहले इस फंक्शन का कर्व ड्रॉ करो और फिर उस कर्व को एनालाइज करके उसका एरिया ड्रॉ करो. जब हम प्रॉब्लम्स डिस्कस करेंगे तो आप समझेंगे कि until and unless we don't find the curve of a function, उसका एरिया निकालना वुड बी रियली डिफिकल्ट. सो फाइंडिंग द कर्व ऑफ अ फंक्शन इज गोइंग टू बी अ वेरी मेजर और वेरी वाइटल स्टेप इन दिस चैप्टर. सो दैट इज व्हाई इन दिस चैप्टर, अपार्ट फ्रॉम स्टडिंग एरिया अंडर कर्व, वी विल स्टडी वन मोर टॉपिक, दैट इज कर्व ट्रेसिंग. The major topic is to find area under curves, but in order to find area under curve, what we will be requiring is one more thing, that is we need to trace the curve of a function, and that is what we are even going to discuss in this chapter, that is curve tracing. Now most of you would have already studied this. आप सभी जानते होंगे कि हमारे पास अगर फंक्शन f of x है तो हम उसका कर्व कैसे निकाल सकते हैं, but just for the sake of sanity we will discuss curve tracing once again in this topic, and for you all who have already studied we will just briefly discuss and we will define a standard procedure जिसके थ्रू हम किसी भी फंक्शन f of x का कर्व आसानी से या फिर रफली ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. So let us discuss the first topic of this chapter, that is curve tracing. Now let us discuss the first topic of this chapter, that is curve tracing. Now curve tracing में we will basically define the standard procedure using which we can roughly trace the curve of any function. So let us say हमारे पास एक फंक्शन f of x है, so we will decide or we will basically discuss a standard procedure using which हम इस फंक्शन f of x का roughly curve आसानी से trace कर सकते हैं, because that is what we will be requiring to find area under curve. हमें exact curve trace करने की जरूरत नहीं होगी, just we know the rough nature of a graph or a curve, we can easily find the area under it. So basically what I'll suggest you is to find some characteristics or properties of the curve, and based upon these properties or characteristics which we are going to discuss now, we can easily trace the curve of the graph. So I'll suggest you कि आप इन 7 characteristics or properties of a curve को पता कर लीजिए, and based upon these 7 properties we can easily trace the curve of the graph. The first one would be to find the symmetry of the curve. हम एक एक टॉपिक को इंडिविजुअली अच्छे से डिस्कस करेंगे, बट लेट अस फर्स्ट डिस्कस व्हाट आर दोस 7 कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स और प्रॉपर्टीज व्हिच आई वांट यू टू फाइंड आउट टू ट्रेस द कर्व ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट, एंड देन वी विल डिस्कस ईच एंड एवरी वन इंडिविजुअली. तो द फर्स्ट वन वुड बी टू फाइंड द सिमेट्री ऑफ द कर्व. हम ये देखें कि जो हमारा कर्व है वो सिमेट्रिकल अबाउट एक्स एक्सिस है, वाई एक्सिस है, या फिर इट वुड बी सिमेट्रिकल अबाउट सम लाइन, फॉर एग्जांपल y इक्वल्स टू x. सो बेस्ड अपॉन दिस वी कैन ड्रॉ अ रफ नेचर ऑफ द ग्राफ. The second would be to find whether the curve passes through origin or not, and if it does, what are the tangents at origin. The next property that we should find out is, the next characteristic we should find out is whether the curve passes through origin, and if it does, what are the tangents at origin. The third we can find out is the intersection of the curve with axis. So we can find out whether the curve intersects x or y axis, and if it does, what are the points of intersection. The fourth property characteristic we can find out is the regions in which the curve is defined. So we can find out the regions in which the curve is defined or not defined. For example, we have a curve of the form y equals to x square, which means y can always take positive values. Y cannot take negative value because it is equal to a square of a real number. So in this case y would always assume positive values. So इसी तरीके से we should find out the regions in which the curve is defined and the regions in which the curve is not defined. The next characteristic which we can find out is the asymptotes. I hope everyone is acquainted with the definition of asymptotes. Asymptotes are basically the tangents to the curve at infinity. So we can find out कि infinity पे हमारा curve कहाँ trend कर रहा है. So based upon that we can define the nature of the graph. Sixth, we can find tangents to the curve. what I'll suggest here is, it is not necessary कि हम सारी tangents find out करें curve की. Try to find out the very important tangents to the curve. For example, कौन से point पे tangents parallel to x axis है, कौन से time पे tangent parallel to y axis है. So these would be really helpful in finding the nature of the curve. Next we can find out points of maxima and minima. So this would be even really helpful in defining the nature of the curve कि कौन से point पे ग्राफ का maxima मिल रहा है और कहाँ पे ग्राफ का minima मिल रहा है. Next we can find out the concavity of the curve. Concavity of the curve, we can find out what points or in which range the curve is concave upwards, in which range the curve is concave downwards, and plus we can even find points of inflection. मैक्सिमा और मिनिमा निकालना और कॉन्केविटी निकालना तो हम ऑलरेडी एप्लीकेशन ऑफ डेरिवेटिव्स में सीख चुके हैं. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी कैन यूज हियर. सो दिस ऑल विल गिव अस अ रफ एस्टिमेट कि हमारा कर्व का नेचर किस तरीके का है. वन मोर थिंग विच वी कैन फाइंड आउट इज वी कैन फाइंड आउट द नोड्स एंड कस्प ऑफ द कर्व. हम पता कर सकते हैं कि किन ड्यूअल पॉइंट्स पे कहाँ पर नोड है और कहाँ पे कस्प है. सो आई विल से कि अगर हम इन सारी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को पता कर ले, सो वी कैन इजीली डिफाइन द नेचर ऑफ द कर्व. एंड हमारे एक ग्राफ में जरूरी नहीं है कि ये नॉन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स मिले, कुछ अब अप्लाई होगी कुछ नहीं होगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इन सम केसेस अवर कर्व माइट बी सिमेट्रिक, इन सम केसेस इट माइट नॉट बी. In some cases the curve might have maxima, in some cases it might not have maxima, in some cases it might intersect axis, and in some cases it might not. So depending upon what type of a function it is, so I will say out of these 9 properties अगर हम कुछ भी पता कर ले, so we can easily define the nature of the curve. Now let us discuss each and every property individually. So सबसे पहले let us start with symmetry. What I suggest is कि आप पहले इन सारी प्रॉपर्टीज को नोट डाउन कर लीजिए एंड देन लेट अस डिस्कस ईच एंड एवरी प्रॉपर्टी इंडिविजुअली. सो आई होप सभी ने नोट डाउन कर ली होगी. वी विल फर्स्ट डिस्कस विद सिमेट्री. नाउ अ कर्व कैन बी सिमेट्रिकल इन lot many ways. For example, a curve can be symmetrical about x axis, y axis. It could be symmetrical about some line x equals to 2. It could be symmetrical about some line y equals to 3. So अलग अलग तरह से curve symmetric हो सकता है. But what we will basically discuss here are the most apparent symmetrical conditions which will really help us in determining the nature of the curve. For example, we might discuss the symmetry of a curve about the coordinate axis. Let us first discuss symmetry about x axis. So let us see the conditions which a curve should satisfy to be symmetrical about x axis. So we say a curve is symmetrical about x axis if it has even powers of y. And one again emphasizing it should have even and only even powers of y, and or the equation of curve does not change if we replace y by minus y. So the condition says a curve would be symmetrical x axis if it has even, and once again I will say even and only even powers of y, or the equation of curve does not change if we replace y by minus y. For example, let us consider the curve y square equals to 4ax. Okay. So the curve is y square equals to 4ax. Now Let us see, the graph has only even powers of y, y की एक ही power है which is even. Rest, if we replace y by minus y, the graph would be, curve situation would be, the curve would be again y square equals to 4x, minus y whole square is y square, so it would be again y square equals to 4x. So this curve would be symmetrical about x axis. Even if we draw this, इस ये कर्व कुछ ऐसा होगा. So this is y square equals to 4ax, and what I see that this curve is symmetrical about x axis. Next, let us see the condition for a curve to be symmetrical about y axis. So curve would be symmetrical about y axis if it has even powers of x, even and only even powers of x, or the equation of curve does not changes if we replace x by minus x. तो यहाँ पे क्या condition हो जाएगी? Even powers of x or unchanged on replacing x by minus x. For example, consider the curve x square equals to 4ay. Even powers of x, even if we change x by minus x, this equation of the curve does not remain changed. So this curve is symmetrical about y axis. तो अगर हम इसे को draw करेंगे तो it would be something of this form. So this is my curve x square equals to 4ay. Next we can see whether the curve is symmetrical about both the axes. This is the condition for individually x axis, this is the condition for individually being symmetrical about y axis. We can see whether the curve is symmetrical about both the axes. So it should be symmetrical about x axis, it should be symmetrical about y axis. Then the condition would be it has even and only even powers of x, even and only even powers of y. Equation of curve does not changes if we replace y by minus y, and equation of curve does not change if we replace x by minus x. For example, consider this curve x square upon a square plus y square upon b square equals to 1. So this is the equation of an ellipse. Even powers of x, even powers of y, x को minus x से replace किया, no change, y को minus y से replace किया, no change. So this curve is symmetrical about both x and y axis. And if we draw the curve of this graph, of this equation, it would be something of this form. So this is an ellipse which is symmetrical about x axis and y axis. This is a parabola symmetrical about x axis. This is parabola symmetrical about y axis. The other type of symmetry we can check is a curve can be symmetrical in opposite quadrants. So how do we define opposite quadrants? I will say first and third quadrant would be opposite and second and fourth quadrant would be opposite. So if this is my quadrant system, then just a second. So if this is my quadrant system, this is first, this is second, this is third and this is fourth quadrant, तो मैं कहूँगी first और third quadrant opposite हुए, second और fourth quadrant opposite हुए. So the condition says a curve can be symmetrical in opposite quadrants. And what is the condition of this? The condition for this is for a curve to be symmetrical in opposite quadrants, the equation of curve remains unchanged if we replace x and y by minus x and minus y respectively. So, for a curve to be symmetrical in opposite quadrants, what are the conditions? The equation of curve should remain unchanged if we replace x and y by minus x and minus y respectively. For example, consider this curve xy equals to c square. If I replace x by minus x and y by minus y, so what would be the equation? It would be minus x minus y equals to c square, which is equals to xy equals to c square. So, even when I replace x by minus x and y by minus y, the equation of curve does not remain, it does not changes. So, this curve would be symmetrical in opposite quadrants. Getting it? So, यहाँ पे क्या कंडीशन थी? सिर्फ y को माइनस फाइव से रिप्लेस करना था, तो यहाँ हम क्या कर रहे थे? माइनस वाई होल स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू 4ax. यहाँ पे हम सिर्फ x को रिप्लेस कर रहे थे, so we are having minus x whole square equals to 4ay. But for opposite quadrants, we have to replace both x by minus x and y by minus y. Then in this case, the curve would be symmetrical about, the curve would be symmetrical in opposite quadrant. So, अगर हम xy equals to c square का graph draw करें, that would be something of this form. This curve would be symmetrical in opposite quadrant. So, first or third quadrant में curve symmetrical होगा. This is xy equals to c square. Or consider this curve xy equals to minus c square. इस curve को draw कीजिए. The equation does not change even if you replace x and y by minus x and minus y. So, इसको draw करेंगे. This curve would be something of this sort. So, this is xy equals to minus xy equals to c square. So, this curve is symmetrical in second and fourth quadrant, that was in first and third quadrant. The last type of symmetry which we can check is, we can check whether a curve is symmetrical about the line x equals to y. To check whether a curve is symmetrical about the line x equals to y, we will say a curve is symmetrical about the line x equals to y if the equation remains unchanged if we replace x by y. So, we will say a curve would be symmetrical about the line x equals to y if the equation of the curve remains unchanged if we replace x by y. For example, consider this example. If we have a curve of this form, x cube plus y cube equals to 3axy. Now, replace x by y and y by x. So, if we replace x by y and y by x. Okay. So, let me write the condition completely. If we replace x by y and y by x. Now, consider this example, x cube plus y cube equals to 3axy. Replace x by y and y by x in this situation. So, if we replace x by y and y by x here, we get y cube plus x cube equals to 3ayx, which is equals to x cube plus y cube equals to 3axy. So, this curve is symmetrical about the line y equals to x. और अगर हम इसे ड्रॉ भी करें तो ये कुछ ऐसा होगा. If this is my coordinate system, this is the line x equals to y and the curve would be something of this form. So, this curve would be symmetrical about the line x equals to y. So basically there are 5 type of symmetries which we can discuss regarding a curve and which we can discuss to find the nature of a curve. हम इसके अलावा भी और काफी सारी symmetries निकाल सकते हैं. For example, a curve might be symmetrical about a line x equals to c or a line y equals to c, or for example some line y equals to mx plus c. So curve काफी lines के about symmetric हो सकता है, but हम इन 5 symmetries को ही basically क्यों determine कर रहे हैं? Because they will be very apparent and they will be really important in determining the nature of the curve. So we can define symmetry about x axis. A curve would be symmetrical about x axis if it has even and only even powers of y, and the equation of curve does not changes if we replace y by minus y. Symmetrical about x axis if it has even and only even powers of x and the curve remains unchanged when replacing x by minus x. Symmetrical about both the axes, दोनों conditions एक साथ, x axis के भी और y axis के भी. Symmetrical in opposite quadrants if the equation of the curve remains unchanged on replacing x by minus x and y by minus y. And symmetrical about the line x equals to y if the equation remains unchanged if we replace x by y and y by x. So these are the 5 type of symmetries which I will suggest you to determine in order to find the nature of the curve. एक और बात, जब हम यहाँ कहते हैं even and only even powers of y, तो इससे मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि अगर इक्वेशन कुछ ऐसी है x square plus y square plus y to the power 4 plus y cube plus 2 equals to 0. अब मुझे बताइए क्या ये कर्व सिमेट्रिकल अबाउट x एक्सिस है या नहीं है? इट हैज इवन पावर ऑफ y, ये भी इवन है, ये भी इवन है, सो क्या ये सिमेट्रिकल होगा या नहीं होगा? जस्ट रिमेंबर दिस कंडीशन. इज दिस कर्व सिमेट्रिकल अबाउट x एक्सिस? आई विल से नॉट, बिकॉज इट डज नॉट हैव ओनली इवन पावर्स ऑफ y, इसके पास एक ऑड पावर ऑफ y भी है. So this curve is not symmetrical about y x axis. So that's why we are saying even and only even powers of x and even and only even powers of y. सभी को clear है? So now everyone understand कि किस तरीके से हम curves की basic symmetries निकाल सकते हैं. How can we say a curve is symmetrical about x axis, y axis in opposite quadrants with respect to a line y equals to x or some other line even. So ये questions ये situations आप सभी note down कर लीजिए. This would be good to remember actually. That's what I am suggesting you to note down. Then we will discuss the next condition or the next characteristic, that is whether a curve passes through origin and what are the tangents at origin. सबसे पहले आप इनको note down कर लीजिए. Can I erase this side by now? Okay.